on, Larry?
Hey, Grant. I'm good. I can just barely hear you.
Odd. Can you hear me at all?
Barely. In the background.
Interesting. Volume a little bit. Not at all.
I can hear you because I'm sitting next to you.
How's that? Any better?
It's very faint.
Interesting.
Joe won the first game,
Yes, he did.
I believe. And Norm's breaking.
Can't hear anything.
No, I can hear you a little bit. A little bit.
They're saying they can't hear. Is it still that way, guys? This should be good to go. Barely audible. Interesting.
Yeah, you did sound very quiet. I can hear myself louder than you.
Okay. How's that?
About the same.
How's that for everybody on the live stream? Very interesting.
William says his volume's gaining.
That was better. Good now? Okay, perfect. We got it figured out.
Tom Joyce wants to know what the payouts are.
750 first, 425 for second, 220 for third, and 100 for fourth.
So fourth place gets their money back,
Yep.
pretty much.
Yep.
Ben won the hot seat, playing excellent.
He made some pretty decent shots in that match.
Oh, good shot by Norm there. Norm was a last-minute entry, I guess. Just showed up. Just made it in. Loser of this is in fourth place.
Okay. So hopefully mine's a little bit better now. I've cranked up my volume a little bit.
I can hear you better now, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so I've never seen Joe play. I heard he's from Cold Lake. Is that correct?
Yep. Drove 6 or 7 hours to come down for it. Really nice shot.
I don't know if that's what he was calling, but Norm didn't get out of his chair. Well, he made 2 balls, and maybe he was calling both.
Wow. He obviously called that.
I don't know which one he called, though, to be honest. Maybe he called the kick combo, I would imagine.
What a great
Worked
shot.
out pretty good, too.
We were just saying that Joe was here last night getting tuned up with Ben.
Oh,
Might
good.
have,
Oh, and he hung that ball. Well, not hung it, but those sides are pretty unforgiving. If you don't hit it perfect, it'll spring straight back out.
yeah. Hopefully that's better. I've kind of cranked up the volume a little bit.
Norm plays it safe and leaves him a window. Came short on that. No problems in this rack. No problems here. Just got a good shape on the 2 and you should be out.
Larry's louder on the stream. He's got a louder voice than I do. That's what I'm going to say.
I'm just a louder person, James.
That's what I'm
Unless
chalking
Grant
it up
gets
to.
angry.
Yeah.
Then
If I
no
get
one's
angry,
louder.
then yeah. People in Edmonton hear me when I'm loud like that.
Oh. That was a good looking table.
It was.
Didn't leave much of a shot for Norm other than... Oh, he can cut it if he's feeling aggressive.
I think I'm going to just chip and play safe, go 2 rails around and
Yeah.
hide behind the garbage down at the bottom.
Yeah, that's true. Norm typically plays pretty aggressive, but a couple safeties he came short as well, his last few shots. Oh, that's
Oh,
Got
yeah,
him.
there's
Yeah.
good shot.
Nice shot. I think Joe can see just a piece to thin this ball and put the 2 right behind the 5 and the 3.
Yeah, pretty much an identical shot.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he overshot that too. A little too much power.
Yeah, kind of poked its head out. It's lower than the standard.
Another save from Norm here. Behind the 10-7.
Yeah, I like that.
How's the weight?
Oh,
Pretty good.
It's looking.
That
How
was a
about
good shot.
perfect?
Yeah, that's almost perfect.
Perfect.
I
will
think he
work.
wanted to be frozen to the 10.
Frozen to the 10
Yeah,
would have been
it was a great
ideally
try.
perfect. But
Great
I'm
shot.
sure he'll take it.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
And I was.
Because the table is open, so if you're to get ball in hand on this table, I think either player has
Oh,
a great
yeah.
chance of running this out.
Nice shot.
Good hit.
Although everything is there. Everything is there for the taking.
Yeah, I think he just makes this with a little
2 to the
running
3.
English and come up above the 3.
I think he's
Or
just
stun
draw
it.
it. Yeah,
Oh,
a
not
hit and a stick.
Oh, I thought that wasn't going to go in on these tables.
Nice
Looking
little
good now.
floater. Yeah.
That's the 4 by the side.
We might have to go 3 rails around for the 5 again.
Yeah, I
But
think so.
That'll be all right. Normie can make this work. I was saying at the top of the stream
Nice shot.
that Norm is one of the original OGs of Calgary.
So I hear, yeah.
Yeah.
We call him.
By OG, I mean old guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played with Norm for years. We were in the same team for, I think, 5 straight years.
You know what? He's a good guy.
Great guy.
And
Ooh.
oh,
and
wow, well under hit.
Yeah, he kind of one-stroked that. He didn't.
Sure did. I think he
Didn't
took
follow
it for
through.
granted. But, you know, after 3 months of hiatus and not doing anything, you kind of expect to see a little rust.
Well, the only problem with that is he has a table at home and he plays every day. But
But not on a 9-foot.
not on a 9-foot. No, it is an 8-foot table.
Yes.
So
I'm making excuses.
that's all right. We're close enough. We don't need any excuses between us.
That's right.
You think he's playing the combo?
No, I think he's chip safe. Oh,
Oh,
no, look
might
out,
be-
cue ball.
Distance, but
Look out, cue ball.
oh no.
How about in the pocket,
I think he was trying for the corner hook.
right?
Well, he leaves him a tester.
Yeah, stroke test again. What's going on, Steve? How are you, buddy? Good to see you.
Well, I mean, if you're feeling confident, you go for it. If not, you might just chip the left side and bounce in behind the 10.
I
On this
think I'm
angle?
going to try and go for it.
Yeah,
If
you have to
I
hit it
miss, I'm
soft to
going-
get shaped, though. It's tough.
That's
if you miss
fine.
it, you sell out. Hit it soft.
He
Hit it
did
soft.
hit it soft. Not sell out. He missed
Oh.
pro side. Good miss.
Great. Or maybe he wasn't
That's
going
the
for
way-
it. Maybe
Yeah,
that's.
You never know.
I don't know. But it is close to the pocket, so you can go 2 rails or straight in. Expect him to hit it. Oh, right
Wow.
around it.
How do you go through there?
That's a tight window.
How do you go through there and not hit it?
And at that angle too, I didn't think he'd scratch it.
Yeah.
I guess it just didn't work out in his favor.
Oh, I'm always
Steve.
doing good, Steve. No doubt about it. Although I mentioned in the last stream that one of the new features for me that I picked up during COVID was new glasses, which is new for me. So I've had them for a grand total of about a week.
You look way different.
Oh,
my
my
goodness. We didn't even curse that one.
Didn't even curse it? No.
Didn't even give it to him. Wow, that's struggling.
It might be little nerves on the stream table, maybe.
Oh yeah, I don't know how much experience he has on this stream. That could be a good point. It's definitely an adjustment when you first get on there.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, you feel
Add
like
into there some rust from COVID, and
yeah.
there you go.
I know when I got on there the first time, you feel like the world is watching and
Oh,
the
yeah.
pressure is immense, but you get over it. Left him a bank.
Do you go aggressive?
Oh yeah, I think so.
I think you kind of have to there. And really, it's one of those things that yes, he missed, and he's going to give it to Norm.
Oh.
I spoke way too soon. Norm says, "I've seen enough of this
Yeah,
game. Let's
that
just
was
go
a
tie
lot
ball
of
game."
unexpected shots there.
Yeah.
Oh, other way. Joe won that one.
Oh, sorry. My bad. So not tie ball game.
No, it was,
Joe will add to the
it was
lead.
supposed to be, I
They'll
think,
pad it.
about 3 times.
Yes. That's the excuse I'm making in my own mind. Is it was supposed to be a tie ball game.
Well, Joe caught a break there. I mean, I wouldn't expect him to miss those last 4 shots.
Yeah. Glasses are tough to play in. They're actually not terrible, Steve. I have come to the leather pocket a couple of times and tested them out. I don't seem to have a massive problem with it. I do kind of the old guy duck, and I peer over the top of my glasses. The only time it does become a bit of an issue is on jump shots. I'm going to have to take them off.
It's just a matter of time before they're upside down with the string attached to them.
Well, if I'm going to keep playing pool, then do I get the Alex Pagulayan glasses?
Yep, it's coming. And I can't wait to see it.
I don't know. I don't know if I ever would.
Rather just take them off.
I'd rather just take them off. Yeah. And peer over the top. Oh, no.
Overcut. And a good leave.
Could see that in his arm.
This stream is very deceiving. For me on the stream, it looks like it's on the rail, but there's actually about an inch off the rail.
It is a little deceiving. It's one of the reasons that sometimes making a call and doing play-by-play is a little tough.
I think Norm tried to go off the rail with lots of spin and come back and kick it in, but
he missed good. See if Joe does the same type of
he's
shot.
got a pretty easy safe. Oh,
Look out.
scratch. They're both playing really quick,
They are.
not taking a lot of time between
They are.
shots.
Yeah. But again, right, is that due to the fact that they're on the live stream and they know that people are talking, people are watching? That obviously has a part to play in it, especially with not a lot of experience on the stream.
And they've probably never seen you with glasses before.
Yeah.
It's going to throw anybody off.
Yeah. Ryan, how's Ryan doing? I'm not sure, to be honest. I haven't spoke to Ryan for a while. I don't know whether he's in the hospital. I don't know if he's out camping or what. Tried to call him this morning, but no answer. So at this point, I'm not quite sure.
Norm got straight on this ball.
He's okay.
Almost
I think
straight.
just a stun shot there.
He doesn't want to be on the rail from where it's a hard shot from on the rail.
Steve says get contacts or laser. I don't have a really bad prescription to warrant getting laser, and contacts are just a no-go for me. Trying to stick my own fingers in my own eyes, not gonna happen.
I can't even put eye drops in
No,
myself.
man. Just can't do it.
Well, Norm's looking good here. It's come out enough, yeah. He needs to get this one back after that last game, especially.
Yeah.
That was very, very uncharacteristic of Norm in the last game.
Well, and I think you're starting to see from Norm that he kind of wants his stroke to be there, and we all do. We all want us to kind of go back to the same pre-COVID play that we had.
Good shape there.
Yeah, really good. And I think that may work to an extent, where you can kind of get back into stroke, get back into rhythm, kind of take things as you had them before COVID hit. But it can also work against you, so you got to be careful.
Well, for sure, everyone wants to play tournaments again.
How is Larry doing in the tournament? Larry hasn't lost yet.
No, I haven't missed a shot.
Nope.
Haven't lost a game.
Nope.
Didn't pay my entry.
Didn't play the tournament, so
Yeah,
you're
I'm
sitting perfect.
Yeah, 0 mistakes today.
That's a good day.
Yeah, very proud of
Not
myself.
many people can say that they went to a pool tournament and had no mistakes.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll make a few mistakes on the mic.
Oh, God, you and me both.
Okay, so this is funny, this break, the 10-ball break. When I break with the magic rack, I usually make the 2 or the 3 in the bottom corners. They come around all those rails and go in. But when I don't have the magic rack, I have a very hard time making balls.
I've seen today off Magic Rack, side pocket.
On the one?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched any breaks yet. So Norm, on his
Dwayne
last break,
Bjornstad had it down to a science.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Norm, on his last break, he took some off. He didn't hit it very hard.
Yeah. Ronald, I tried to put contacts in once. That's the whole story right there. I would have to agree with you.
See, 3 balls going, but
Yep.
not enough speed. I think we're going to see a push out here.
So I think this is the B-side semifinal. So winner gets into the money, I believe.
Bobby's asking how much they're playing for. This is in the third, fourth spot. So the winner of this is guaranteed third. Loser finishes fourth. I think it's a difference of 150.
Yeah, 120.
120. $120 difference.
So the tournament payouts are $750 for first place, $425 for second, $220 for third, and $100 for fourth.
I think we're going to see a pretty easy safety here from Joe. He can get right in behind. If he can bump that 5 ball, he can skim the side of that one.
Yep.
Be right behind that 7 ball.
Well, and it develops the table for you later too, right?
Very good shot.
That's perfect.
Very good shot.
Yeah. Yeah, really, really good. Develops the table for later on and
Potentially, yeah.
safe, yeah.
See what Norm hits that good. Doesn't sell it out. It's good weight. Got to get the hit, no matter what. Another safety,
Oh, I think
right behind the 9. He hit that good.
There,
Great
I
shot.
thought he underhit that when he first let go of it. Yeah, my prescription's not bad. Like, I'm only a 1.5 on the prescription side.
Oh, he got Norm on that one.
Yeah, he who flinches first usually comes out on the losing side of the coin. So it looks like Larry's got to jump off. Appreciate you sitting in with me for a bit, Larry.
No problem. Enjoy the rest.
Thanks. So I will man the mic, which was my whole intended purpose on coming today. No troubles at all, Bobby. We appreciate you tuning in. This tournament was actually put together fairly quickly. Ben and I talked about it last Saturday or Sunday, and we decided that it was time. Q Sports Live needed to go live. I needed to get on a microphone again, otherwise I would forget everything that I had learned over the last 4 years. So we put it together rather quickly. It was $120 entry fee, $20 green fee comes out of that. And we capped it at 16 players, and we had 15 entries. So pretty decent turnout. And we probably would have had the full 16. I'm as much as I don't play, excuse me, as much as I don't play on the 9-foot tables, I probably would have put my entry in had I not been late showing up. That's why the stream was late, and we were missing a few parts and pieces. So we needed to go and run around, went to 3 different stores to try and get them. But we finally found everything we needed, got things up and running. Tough jump shot from that position. Up on one leg. So that'll bring Norm to the table looking fairly good here. Not sure if the 8-ball passes the 9-ball. I guess we're gonna find out. What's going on, Val? Thanks for tuning in. Is there a bracket? There sure is, Luke. That is on challenge.com, or is it .ca? looks
Put
like
me in, coach.
Tag, you're in. Where are you guys playing out of? Sounds like you're doing a great job. Well, thank you. We are playing out of Leather Pocket in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. If you're new to Q Sports Live, prior to COVID, we were live pretty much every weekend. We travel all across Canada and the US, broadcasting tournaments, always free to view. And if you have a look on our Facebook page, there is a gobsmacking number of prior events in the archives that you can have a look at. There's my pin master, David Wilson, giving you the link. Yeah, Brandon, we're glad to be back. It has certainly been a hot minute since we've been able to go live. But again, you know, prior to
The pandemic.
yeah, we were live all the time. Traveled all over the place.
Getting a little bit back on track.
We are a little bit, yeah. We're going to attempt to do this twice a month. And if you're just tuning in and you are from Calgary or surrounding area, we had Joe, who's playing in this match, travel 6 or 7 hours to come and play. I do believe the next one, I'm thinking it's going to be August long weekend because there's not going to be a lot of camping going on. I think all the campgrounds are closed in Alberta.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard.
Yep.
It's a game up for Norm. We're tied at twosies.
We are a tie ball game.
Tied at twosies, and this is going to be rack number 5 coming up here.
And we'll give a shout out to one of our sponsors here at Q Sports Live, Jam Up Apparel. If you haven't been there, you gotta go www.jamupapparel.com. We made the announcement a couple of streams ago that I am also now a proud part owner of Jam Up Apparel. And we are coming up with some pretty awesome things going forward. We're going to expand on Jam Up, not just to be for pool. We're going to add darts into the mix. We're going to add esports for the gamers. And we've got some new designs out.
Yeah, check it out. Bobby says he used to be a pro wrestler, and the rest of the Hart family.
Yeah, the Hart family in Canada, for sure.
They are still going strong here.
Yeah. They
An
are,
iconic family of Calgary.
They are. Very well known here in Calgary, Alberta. Yeah, we're glad to be back. I can tell you.
Steve, the puppy is growing like a bad weed. He's
Yeah.
monstrous.
The puppy is not a puppy anymore. He is a full-on dog.
Yeah, and he will bowl you over. He's sweet, though.
He's not sweet. He's got no concept of space. Nice attempt at the combination from Joe there.
He's just happy to see everybody.
Yeah, well, I can tell you, Brandon, I'm actually going to do that right now. I'm going to let Steph kind of take over the stream for a little bit here. I'm going to go create the discount code, and for those that are tuned in right now, I'm going to give you a discount code that's good for 10% off anything on the Jam Up site, any size order, no matter how big, how small. I'm going to create that code right now. We'll give it out. And for those that are tuned in, that is our back to business discount. So I'm going to let Steph take over for a little bit here while I get that done.
Keith is rooting for Norm. Go, Norm. Denise, glad to have you back. No, Steve, the puppy breath is long gone. It's full-on dog breath. But he still has the white teeth. A little fortunate for Joe on that 5 ball. Didn't do himself any favors on the 6, though. Gonna have to come up with something here. It's called the bank. Oh, and nails it. great shot. So now what do you do here? Do you go for the back cut on the 7? Can bank the 7, 7 to the 10. Lots of options here. May go for the 2-way, try to back cut the 7 and then go for the 10 ball. Almost made it. Fairly straightforward out for Norm here now. He's got natural shape off this 7 for the 8. Anywhere center table for the 10. Nice little bump there. Nice little 3 ball out for Norm. That is 3-2 for Norm over Joe. Going into rack number 6.
Alrighty. So I've got everything generated on Jam Up. So for those that are tuned in, CSL Jam Up, all capital letters. That will be valid from now until the end of the month. So you have till the 31st.
What's today's day? Oh, the 19th.
19th, yeah. So from now till the end of this month, CSL Jam Up, all capital letters, gets you 10% off anything on the website, no matter how big or how small the order.
Nice. Dry break for Norm there.
A little hampered with the bridging over this 10 ball.
Just over the 10.
You can tell he doesn't like it, but he'll settle into it. And I think Norm gets to see the 1 ball. I'm not sure if he can make it anywhere.
He's got the full 1. See what he does with this here.
I think he's going to play safe if I was a betting man.
Yep. Worked out well. Lots of distance behind the 9.
Brandon says he got to play in his first tournament since this COVID stuff started. I hear you.
Slowly but surely trying to get into the swing of things.
Well, we're hoping so anyway. We had a ton of events booked for Q Sports Live, lots of NEPT stuff coming, and of course we were going to be in Vegas for the VNEA for their 40th, and that would have been a party.
It was going to be a good one. So now I believe it's just going to be an even bigger party next year.
I'm hoping so.
That's the plan. Eager to get back there. Itching for Vegas.
Hey, sounds great, Peter. Thanks for tuning in. So, I'm curious. I'm curious who the biggest Jam Up Apparel fan is that we have on Q Sports Live watching right now.
Probably you.
Well, I don't count. Who's the biggest Jam Up Apparel fan? Let's phrase it this way. Out of all the viewers that we have on Facebook as well as YouTube, who wants more than just a 10% discount?
Ooh. Tempting. I do.
You don't count.
Oh.
Is a single elimination? Nope. This is double elimination. This is a B-side match. They are racing to 6. Is Jam Up a sponsor for April Larson? Indeed we are. Martin says, I do, I do.
Uh-oh. Oh. Norm tried to get back for that 3. Bumped off the 10. Didn't put him where he wanted to be.
Okay, Martin. You were the first one, so you're who I'm going to give it to. Either send me a message on the Q Sports Live Facebook page or send me an email, qsportslive@gmail.com. And I'm going to get back to you. I will give you a 25% discount on your next order of Jam Up apparel. That will apply to absolutely everything, no matter how big, how small.
Ooh, that's huge.
It's big. It's a gooder.
Oh, 10 ball.
I wasn't
10
kidding
ball
when I
for
was
Joe.
asking.
Nice. 3Zs.
Tie ball game again.
Joe just made a great 310 combo.
Richard, are the prices on the site Canadian or American? They are American prices. We are based out of Seattle, Washington. We are based out of the United States.
This match here actually may go the distance.
It could go.
Kind of
Hill,
been
hill.
neck and neck the whole way.
Yeah, a little back and forth.
I haven't actually had the opportunity to watch Joe play. Seen him on our city Facebook page quite often, but I've never actually watched him play, and he's very good.
He is.
Very skilled player. Hopefully we'll
His,
see him around a little bit more.
His game's actually come up a long way over the last couple of years.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. More than 10% would be nice. Being on a fixed income keeps me single and broke.
I think, unfortunately, the profit margins are not that huge to give anything more than that.
It's very, very select.
But stay tuned for more deals.
Yeah, most certainly. But I'll tell you what, Kevin, and who else? Joel. Kevin and Joel, if you guys do the same thing, send me a message either on Q Sports Live Facebook page or an email. I was only going to give 25% away, but I'll do something a little bit more than 10 for you. Why does the 10 ball count? It counts if you make it in a combo and call it. If you fluke it in, it doesn't count.
So the game of 10 ball is kind of like if the game of 8 ball and 9 ball got together and had a baby.
Child.
Yeah. So it's essentially the same game as 9 ball. You have to go in sequential order from 1 to 10. But the difference from 9 ball and 10 ball is that 10 ball is a call shot game. So you have to call the pocket, whereas 9 ball is a game of flukes.
It can be a lot of flukes in 9 ball.
Yeah, it can be.
Both strategy-wise, they're somewhat similar, but they do have their differences. Who's in the final? Ben Francis won the A side.
Eric Vargas
is waiting for the winner of this match, and that will be your B final. So it'll either be Eric versus Joe or Eric versus Norm. The winner of that will go on to play Ben Francis. Nice shot from Joe there.
They are paying out top 4. We had 15 entries. They're paying out 4. Fourth place is $100. Third place is $225. Second is 450. And first place is 750.
Nice little check siding shot from Joe there. Sits himself nice on the 5 ball. Nice little punch shot. Nice little draw over, leave himself somewhat straight on the 6, just like that.
Ronald's asking if it's cue ball fouls or all ball fouls. I believe it is just cue ball fouls.
Curious if there are any women's tournaments played via Q Sports Live. A lot, Arlene. We were down, where were we last for the NAPT? Montreal? I think Montreal was the last one for the NAPT event. That's all ladies. And you'll find with Q Sports Live, we are non-bias. So we stream absolutely everything. League play, tournaments, whether that's new coming players on the lower caliber side or right up to pro. We do absolutely everything.
It's another game for Joe. That was a nice out.
And I don't know if I've run this yet on this one, but I'm going to. I know I've run it quite a few times before, but I'm going to again because Calgary was hit by a pretty large hailstorm in northeast Calgary. If you were affected by that storm, make sure you give Lumberding Exteriors a call, 403-531-8784. Mention Q Sports Live. They'll give you $250 off your deductible. They are or have been serving Calgary and surrounding area for over 20 years. They are also part of the Rely Vendor Network. And what that means is they work directly with your insurance company. So they are a one-stop shop, roofing, siding, eaves down, spacious soffit, custom cladding, and more. You can also hit them up, www.lumberdingexteriors.com. They'll get you taken care of.
Another dry break for Norm.
I think the best break of the night has to go to Dwayne Bjornstad.
Yeah,
He
Dwayne's
was breaking
break
like
is
a
always
monster.
consistent.
Yeah. Looking at buying a new stick. Any suggestions?
You have
Depends
unlimited
on,
options there.
Depends on what your feel is, what you like. I play with a Jacoby butt and a Jacoby black shaft. Out of all of the carbon fibers that are out there, whether it's Predator, Q-Tech is probably the closest, I would say, to the Jacoby based on my feel, my like, my
The Synergy.
Yeah, Synergy's close. But none of them quite compare to, at least in my opinion, the Jacoby. They are one of the Q Sports Live sponsors, and I don't say that because they are one of our sponsors. They're one of our sponsors because that's the Q we like. So that's the one I would recommend, Jacoby. Predator is also nice. They make a nice Q.
It depends on what your price range is. Honestly, that's kind of a very personal question.
Yeah, you can get some custom Qs that are made phenomenally well.
I actually play with a custom Q. I would say get out there and find what you feel you like. I could recommend like a Mucci, but if you're not a player that likes to play with a lot of deflection, that might not be for you. You know, Predator could be out of a lot of people's price range. It just depends.
Yep.
You know, if you're looking for more of a starter Q, like a McDermott is always, something that's priced really well with lots of options.
They also have the carbon fiber, and Clark Smith on YouTube says that's what he uses, is the Defy carbon fiber by McDermott.
Yeah.
Says he loves it.
Yeah, so, I mean, Q choice is so personal.
Yeah,
I don't
P-Tower
know.
makes a really nice Q as well.
Exactly. Price range is also important. So I would get out there and just shoot with as many Qs as you possibly can. If you're at a tournament with some buddies, try out their Qs, see what you like.
I was just going to say that because James said, get out there and try new Qs. What's open? Probably not a lot open, but we all know pool players, and they all have different styles
Yeah.
of cues and shafts and carbon fiber, wood, custom. Get out and see what you like, and then make a buying decision based on what you like.
Yeah. It's one of those very personal questions. I know that in Calgary here, we're very blessed with a really strong pool community. And we actually have our own local Facebook page where a lot of stuff comes up for buy and sell. So maybe if you posted something, a lot of people would say, hey, I've got one of these available. Let's meet up and you can hit with it.
Nice shot from Joe from distance there.
He's got a really straight shot.
What's going on, Tony? How
Got
are
a
you?
great eye. Hi, Tony.
Brian, how are you? Nice
Dane
to see
bought
you
a
back again.
Dane bought a Jacoby Black Shaft for his Mucci. How do you like that, Jacoby? I personally cannot wait to get my hands on one. But we'll see when that happens.
I'm getting the devil look, guys, just so you know.
Hey, Brian. Nice to see you. Brandon's got a custom cue. He's been playing with father-in-law's Mucci and love it. So I actually used to love Mucci's, but I found that through the evolution of my game, I've kind of steered away from the deflection that Mucci's usually give off. So
Well, Dane says he absolutely loves it. He has a Mucci Pro shaft. Love it too, but it's now in the case. Robert says Jacoby custom with a black all the way, 30 plus years, and it's the best of all.
yeah,
I would have to agree with you, Robert, but I don't want to come across as being biased. But that's exactly what I play.
Jacoby's got a lot of options as well.
They do.
They've got kind of like lower end price range all the way up to something worth my car.
Well, they've won People's Choice of the Year, or People's Choice Q of the Year. I don't know how many years
Yeah.
out of the last 10 or 15 years, but those cues that they make for those sell somewhere between $30,000 and $35,000 for a pool cue.
That would have been a really great safety by Joe there, but
Yeah,
he
just missed
didn't
the
get a
rail.
rail. But that was a really nice, smart shot. So Norm gets ball in hand now.
Well, and Norm can drag this back. Tie ball game again. They're 45 minutes down the road from where Mucci's are made, for sure. Fairly short bridge, so low deflection shaft. Don't do much for me. Old man Ferguson, I would say it's not really so much about the lower deflection. For me, it's the transfer of power, and that you're going to get no matter what carbon fiber you play with. It can be with the Predator, it can be with Mucci, it can be McDermott, it can be Jacoby. The transfer of power and the difference of hitting with a carbon fiber shaft versus a wood shaft, that's kind of what sold me on it. I don't have to put quite the effort into making shots that you normally have to with wood. Rob says fully switch to the black over the BQ. And BQ is okay. I mean, again, I can't knock any of the guys out there. It doesn't matter. They all make a great cue. My preference lies in Jacoby.
You're a little biased because you love it.
I do love it. Of course I love it. I wouldn't be playing with it if
Yeah.
I didn't love it.
And Grant's game has improved quite a bit since he's got that. Since he's got the black. So
Yeah. Beach Hour also has a wide variety. All of the cue manufacturers do. Right? Whether you're looking for a lower priced cue or something a little more extravagant, you'll be able to find whatever price range you're looking for in all the different manufacturers. again, it boils down to your own personal feel, what you like. I can tell you that the selling points for me on the black was that it's carbon fiber and it's aerospace grade carbon fiber. Not all carbon fibers are made equally, I can tell you. And then the Pro Taper.
The Pro Taper
does it.
is the selling point for me too, because I tried the Revos, I tried the 12.9 and the 4, and I didn't love the way it hit, and I think it would have taken some getting used to. But when I tried the Jacoby, and the Jacoby and the Synergy were actually quite similar. With the Pro Taper, it made a world of difference, just how it feels in your hands and the way it hits. And when you try the difference between the Revos and the Jacobys or the Synergies with something with a Pro Taper, you'll know what I mean. It just felt
But I
more
think-
comfortable in my hands. But I was also accustomed to hitting with a Z shaft too.
Yeah. So you're acclimated to more of a tapered shaft.
Yeah.
Where I find the guys that really like the Predator, the 12.4, the 12.9s, they're acclimated more to not having a taper on a cue, right? More the old style bar cues and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I felt like
that's what it felt like to me when I hit with the Predator.
Yeah,
I was hitting with.
I felt like the Revos were definitely more thick, and it just didn't feel as comfortable. So that's why I kind of leaned more towards the Taper. What a great shot that was. Off the back rail, back cut the 4, cut it across into the corner. Nice shot.
Yep. But again, right? It all boils down to your personal feel.
Yeah.
So, can I recommend? Yes, I can recommend based on what I like. But I do suggest what Steph said. Go out and try a bunch of things. And even then, right, don't be afraid to kind of change things up a little bit. Right? I've changed. So when I first got the Jacoby Black, it comes with Kamui Soft. And I'll tell you what, I had no control at all. Because I was used to having to kind of muscle the ball a little bit with a wood shaft, and you make that switch to a carbon fiber, and you put a Kamui Soft on that, I was all over the place. I couldn't control it.
Yeah.
So I dropped the tip down to a medium tip. I believe I played with an Onyx, which helped. I then could acclimate to it, and now I've gone back to the How tip, the How Soft.
Just rattled that 8-ball. Sits up for Joe.
That was a really long answer to your question.
So we hope we answered your question in a roundabout way.
Yeah, right? This is what happens when I sit on a microphone for a full day after nothing for 3 months.
Richard says he loves his Revo. Predator is a safe pick, and I concur. It is a little bit pricey, but I find like with most of the carbon shafts are all about the same price range anyways. Yeah. They're not too, like one's not, $1 million more than the other, but they're all fairly close.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you can get into... oh, my
Ooh.
goodness, a quad horn shape. That'll work.
You got to be good to be lucky. Lucky to be good.
Indeed.
We've all had that happen.
Yeah, it's Ryan. That's kind of where I was the 314 shaft, the Z shaft. That was prior to I went and got a custom cue made, and to be honest, it was my all-time favorite cue that I had, and then had to sell it, which is why I think now having the Jacoby is because I used to play with that 314 and the Z shafts and so on and so forth. It's that taper.
Okay, well, with that being said, guys, this match is done. So Joe, with that great shooting, gets Norm 6-3, and he is going to go on to play Eric Vargas.
That'll be the next match, locked, loaded, and ready to rock and roll.
So we are going to do a quick shutdown, let the players get settled in for their next match, and we'll be back with Eric Vargas versus Joe Bordelot from Cold Lake, Alberta. and we'll get on with it. That'll be the B-side final.
So appreciate you tuning in, guys. On behalf of myself, Stephanie Toy, and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, we thank you for tuning in. We will be right back with your B-side final coming up next. Thanks for tuning in.